no name. Tonight's episode is a very special one because it's the only episode. Let's get to it. Today, I'm going to be telling you about the American Government course offered at Chattanooga State, taught by someone who I could only describe as being a very politically passionate person, Mrs. Liz Norell. Now, before I begin, I know what many of you are thinking. Poe, the last thing I want to think about right now is a government class. Who has time to memorize all the names of the U.S. presidents? And I get it. I was the same way, until the Hamilton County school system booted me into this course for credit hours and ended up doing me a huge favor. Now I'm more politically active. In a way, that was one of the best benefits I received from this class. And maybe you could benefit from it too, if you're the type of person to want to get involved, but you don't know where to begin. But perhaps the best example of how this course impacted me can be shown through a little scenario. To demonstrate, I'm going to turn you over to one of my reporters who's out on the field right now. Oh, are we live? Thank you, Poe. I'm also Poe, just outside now. I'm going to show you a little before and after of my life in regards to this class through the help of those two gentlemen over there. Now, observe their interaction before taking Liz Norell's government class. Well, hey there, friend. How are you? Pretty good, thanks. Say, what's that say on your hat? Why, it says pineapple on pizza, of course. Everyone knows that's the way to go. You can't go wrong with a little pineapple. What? Ugh, that's disgusting. I can't believe you like pineapples on your pizza. I'm never eating lunch with you again. Fine, you can have your plain cheese pizzas in peace. Now watch what happens when they meet up after taking American government. Well, hey there, friend. How are you? Pretty good, thanks. Say, what's that say on your hat? Why, it says pineapple on pizza, of course. Everyone knows that's the way to go. You can't go wrong with a little pineapple. As much as I want to never eat lunch with you again, I'm willing to reach some common ground. There's a pizza place that does half and half. We can order one and that way we'll both be happy. And we won't have to eat our pizzas alone. Wow, that was really profound. I didn't know this was the ending to a Lifetime movie. Actually, it is. Robert, I've loved you ever since the day Well, I used a simple metaphor such as pineapple on pizza. You get the gist of what I'm saying. Before I took this class, it was hard for me to listen to other sides other than my own in debates. But now I've learned to reach common ground with those I disagree with. Obviously, there are some things that you shouldn't tolerate when you're talking to someone, especially if you're a minority that they actively oppose. Be sure to set your own boundaries in conversations. It's important. Alright, back to you, Me. Thank you, Me. I agree with the message, but anyone who likes pineapple on their pizza is immediately irredeemable. Alright, we have one phone call before we go for the night. Put him on the line.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, hi. I'm an unnamed caller who will conveniently explain your last talking point by asking you questions that you can blatantly state the answer to. Thanks for having me on the show.
That's a unique last name. Family?
Passed down through the generations. Anyway, I wanted to ask you, I've never been the type to like my past political science classes, because they always had too much reading and test taking. I don't feel like I actually learned anything. Is this course at Chatt State any different?
That's a great question. Thank you for asking. Believe it or not, I used to feel the same way.
Considering that I'm like the fourth projection of you in this skit, I don't find it hard to believe.
I was led to dislike learning about the government and about law because it didn't seem like something that ordinary people and students like myself could get into. It seemed too uptight and formal. But this course is so much different. You get to choose what pieces of information you hear, or watch, or read. Podcasts, movies, TV shows, articles, all part of your learning.
Whoa! As someone who struggles to focus when all his learning is reading and test-based, this is great news for me. I feel like a real part of my local government already.
That's the best part. All the assignments are designed to make you feel that way, or to help you engage in your community or whatever's happening in the political world. It's a great way to help students like us not only understand what we're consuming, but to enjoy it as well.
That sounds great. I'll enroll next semester. Thanks!
I hope I helped you understand the impact this course had on me, and hopefully now you can go enroll and have it impact you too. You never know how important being politically active is until you're aware of what's happening around you. Well, folks, that's been this first ever and last ever segment of the news channel with no name. So glad to have you here. Since I won't be seeing you tomorrow, I'll say it now. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Tonight's program has been brought to you by